Every couple day update, diddle-a-doo, 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 diddle-a-doo. Every couple day update, diddle-a-doo, 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 diddle-a-doo. What's going on right here, y'all? What is happening with these phones? What, like looking into a dimension or something? Can we get that happening? Can we get that mirror in a mirror in a mirror forever and ever and ever? We could if the cameras lined up right, but they don't. Anywho, why am I doing this? This is why. I'm putting this camera as if it was a mirror in my hand because I want to use the front-facing camera on my new phone, the one that's in my hand, this phone. So I'm going to flip that over. I'm going to go like this. Ooh, I'm going to flip that over. Oh, now I can see what I'm looking at, you know? Now I can see where I fit in the frame. Ooh, yeah, because my new camera, it actually has a really good front-facing camera. But this side, the camera that we're looking at right now, the selfie side is like kind of like, I think it's like 5 megapixels, and it's kind of like, but for a photo, it does look really good. But for video, it's not as cool. I've noticed. Anyways, this is my little workaround for the every couple day update. Diddle-a-doo, diddle-a-doo, diddle-a-doo. It's been a minute. It's been like a week, guys. It's been a week. I know. What do you do without me for a whole week? Christmas, New Year's, is that what everybody's doing? Ooh, yeah. I'm out at a house sit right now. Showing y'all this room, this beautiful kitchen. Oh, it's so awesome. It's so open. Like, whoosh, there's this huge table over here. There's like a whole thing. I don't want to show you guys these people's house because that's not why the fuck we're here. We're here for me, Jay. Also known as Sun. I've taken my second half of my name and I'm going to run with it for a while. You know, my name is Jay Sun, and I've been called Jay for like since 2012. Since 2001 is when I actually met some friends who started calling me Jay. And before that, everyone called me Jason. And then I've been Jay for so long that someone called me Jason and I didn't even know they were talking to me. That's how long it's been. So now I'm going to switch. I'm going to flip the script. Son. No more J. Just Son. Woo. Taking the second half of my name as my first name. I know a lot of people sometimes use their middle name as their first name, or they'll switch and use their last name as their first name and mix it all up like that. But I'm just going to take my actual name, cut it in half, throw away the first half, and use the second half. I mean, the first half will always be there, but I ain't going to talk about it anymore. You know, we're changing some things up a little bit. J. Cole Yoga, I'm afraid it's over. It's all over. It's on its way out. I'm not renewing the .com. I'm not going to have this Gmail and the email address anymore. I'm switching some shit up. I've come up with a really cool idea. I can't talk about it yet because it's not fully finalized, but it's in the works. I already sent some money over to PayPal to start the ball rolling. Man, because I live in Canada, it takes 8 fucking... Okay, this screen just completely went out. So much for that idea. In Canada, it takes 8 business days. So if you want a holiday or if it's Friday afternoon, that shit don't count. You know, a Saturday, a Sunday don't count. And I sent it yesterday. So yesterday was a holiday, so that don't count. Today's the first business day. And now I got to wait. Well, tomorrow, so that's 2 days out of the 8. So we got another 6 to go next week. And there's not 6 days in the week. There's only 5. So then you got to wait till the next Monday before PayPal will accept the money that my bank is trying to send them. And I talked to PayPal, and they're like, yo, it's your bank doing that. And so I called up the bank, and they're like, no, it's PayPal doing that. So, you know, we're in a case of that. I don't know what you call that. It's sort of like a catch-22, but not. Catch-22 is a little different. That's when catch-22 is like, oh, you're trying to get a job, and you're fresh out of school, and they're like, oh, you need more experience before we can hire you. And you're like, well, where do I get the experience? And they're like, I don't know. And so, you know, you've got the diploma and shit, and you want to like go work what you just paid all that student loan for, and then right away everybody's like, nah, I can't hire you, you need more experience. And you're like, what the fuck did I just get? What did I just do in school? Learning my trade and my craft. What was that all about? What was the work practicum about? What was everything about? And now you're saying I need more experience? Like, that's a catch-22. But this is something different. Anyways, it's been well over a week since I updated every pony. There's some like dirt on my screen and it's really driving me cray right now. I'm just gonna wipe that off real quick. Excuse me, Doge. Excuse me. So you might see a little flash here. Ooh, yeah. Man, yeah, second day owning the phone. I slid it into the case. There must have been a little piece of sand because it left little baby scratches. Whoosh, and it just missed the camera by like a fucking 1/16 of an inch. I would say a millimeter, but everyone who watches my show is from America, and y'all don't know what a millimeter is. And I know what a 1/16 of an inch is. It's close to a millimeter. Isn't that weird? Like, I get the statistics and everything from YouTube, and it's like 1% of my videos are watched by people in Canada. I live in Canada. All my friends and family, my network, my 5,000 people on in all my stuff. I think like LinkedIn has 5,000 people on it. My Facebook used to have 6,000 people on it. All my groups and shit, everything is Canada based, and not one of y'all motherfuckers watching this shit. That's why I'm calling you out right now, because I know you ain't going to hear this. So what sparked today's desire to start talking and going off? Well, man, I just found out. So I haven't listened to podcasts in like over a week, and I just got the new. First of all, Happy New Year, Merry Christmas. I went back and just deleted everything. I had like 128 unlistened to podcasts, and man, I can burn through about 40 hours of podcasts every week, but just haven't been fully engaged with them that much. And I went and deleted 128 unlistened to podcasts. That's like 128, 2 hours a piece. That's like over 240 hours. Because some of them are 3 hours. Joe Rogan ones are like 3 hours long, and a bunch of them are 2.5. Some of them are only 1.5. But whatever, let's just call it an even 250 hours. Well, that's like taking a course in school for a month, because that's what my yoga course was, 200 hours. And that was Monday to Saturday, 8 to 5 every day for 30 days. That'll get you 200 hours. And yeah, I don't have that kind of time, man. I don't have 200 hours to listen to last year's unlistened to podcasts. So I went in, I deleted that shit. I'm just like, bye, 2019, gone. Yeah, so listening to the new Pete Holmes, You Made It Weird podcast today I think it just came out yesterday, this episode, or today. And man, I just found out that Ram Dass left his body December 22nd. And I just want to say, like, man, my whole body is having like spine tingles and shit talking about it. The last week, it didn't feel like Christmas. It felt like something was wrong. Felt like something was off. I didn't know the whole time. I thought by the time it gets to like Christmas Eve, you might start feeling a little more Christmassy and the spirit and everything. And it never really did show up. And I don't know, man, maybe some of that is like tied in with like just the weird lull. And then I got really sick. I haven't had a cold or anything in 6 years, y'all. 6 motherflupping years I haven't had a cold. And I got sick. I got so sick. Like lung butter coming up, nose butter coming out, everything just coming out. Felt like shit. Hot sweats, cold sweats. Can't sleep, can't eat. All the shit. I mean, it's been like, 5 or 6 years since I've even so much as had like a cold. And then I'm like, man, I don't even know how to deal with this. Like, I don't even know what to do. I forget what people do when they're sick. So I don't know. I had to I just did nothing. I just laid around and blew my nose and coughed out lung butter into a fucking bag of Kleenex next to me. It's been awful. And it's finally just like today I feel slightly okay today. I can feel my throat starting to get a little just from doing all this talking. And still a little bit congested in the nasal area. But man, Ram Dass gone, gone. Left his body, gone. And I'm just thinking like, fuck, like wow. It's crazy shit to just leave your body. I mean, I'm excited to leave my body someday. Like I can't fucking wait. And here's why. This thing feels like a fucking trap, Feels like here I was, a beautiful soul, just floating around in outer space, looking at stuff, going places, doing things, just hanging out, not touching anything, just being, and then some sperm touched some egg, that invoked the magic spell that sucked me down in like a trap, little fleshy soul trap. You're just in that thing, you're in it, and you spend your whole life like trying to figure out, whoa, what is going on? Where am I? What is all this shit? Like, what's happening? And then you got all these people around you trying to tell you how it is from before you even fucking got there. It's like, it's already been set up. These are the rules, and this is how it is, and this is this, and these are names for everything, and there's war, and there's fighting, and there's all this shit you don't even agree with that's already been set up ahead of time, and it just seems like such fucking nonsense. And then you take a psychedelic, and it all just melts away. And the selfness, this like me, all these thoughts of me just melts away, And you're just at this pure nothingness, this pure bliss. You are just totally one. You were just soul again. You were experiencing soulness again, not selfness, soulness. And then from that moment forth, it's kind of playing in the back of your head like, oh man, I can't wait to get back to this someday. I can't fucking wait. This is going to be awesome. And I mean, I bet a lot of people probably kill themselves. I bet a lot of people do crazy shit. People try and take a bunch more drugs to replicate that feeling over and over again. And it's kind of just like a beautiful reminder though, It's like, don't worry, man. Like, at the end of it all, it's all good. And like Ram Dass says, there's nothing scary about dying, man. There's nothing scary about death. It is the safest thing you can do. And everybody does it. At least once. There's some, see the lung butter. Yeah, little bits hanging on. So really that's what I wanted to talk about today. And just kind of like feel that, in the moment. I only just heard this like probably like 10, 15 minutes ago. And I was like, I had to shut this podcast off. And I got to hop on. I haven't even eaten yet. I put everything aside. And I got to hop on and just get this out. Get my thoughts out, man. Get it out there and share this feeling of like, I don't even want to say it's sad. It's not even a sad grief. Like and fuck man, I have listened to like hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of hours of this person speak such wisdom and truth and profound realness that I'm just like, oh fuck, like the wave is like hitting me like, man, and I'm not sad that he's gone. That's awesome. He gets to leave his body. He gets to go be soulness again. So awesome. And I don't feel envious or anything. I know my time will come when it's time. But I just feel like, shit, like we're missing one of the most brilliant minds that ever graced this planet. And like, that fucking sucks. But I mean, dude had a stroke and shit at the end of his life. It's not like he was doing a lot more talking. He's getting like a word for every 10 words that you or I would have. And, but just the I don't know, just hearing about the retreats people go to, just being around someone who's just like someone who is in their body, but is also in soul at the same time. And, just hearing that kind of shit, like, makes me feel good. And I hope it makes you feel good, too. And, this is the Doge. This is the Doge right here. Look, little Doge. Would you like to say hello to every pony? What's this? Where'd you get that out of the garbage? This is Finn. Finn, sit. Finn, sit. Stay. Stay calm. Where did you get this? You can't have it back. No. No. He's a puppy. Finn is 5 months old. You cannot have it back, buddy. Go play with your own stuff. Look, get the monkey. Get the monkey. Where was monkey? Get that monkey. Sit. I'll throw it for you. Woo! Oh yeah. He loves that monkey. Where the hell did he get this? Is there a garbage in the bathroom maybe? I don't know. Or he picked something out of somewhere. Did he go right in there? Nah, man. I don't know. It was one of those like little white pads that are the makeup white pads. Anywho, yeah. So, the van life's been on hold. I've been out house sitting, man. House sitting started December 25th. 26, 27, 28, 29. And then 31st, back in here. And I'm here 31, 32, 31. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's it. And then back on the road. Yeah. Made my last payment. Oh, that feels good. Paid the old man off, the bank of dad. So it's all mine now. It's all profit. All the rent is now mine. It's good. I get to like actually save and save some money now. I mean, I was saving before, but like, an extra amount that you've been paying now goes in your pocket. It's like, ooh, nice. Ooh, yeah. And I don't know if I mentioned this before, but for our business, for Sparkle and Shine, we had so when I started, I was charging $25 an hour, and we put the rates up. So over 9 months, the rates went up, and then they went up again. So now we're at 35. It went up $5, and then another $5. So I had all this kind of like dead weight holding. I think we had like 8 different clients. Now there was 11 clients who were still on the old rates. So we told everybody like, look, this is it. You can stay with it. Is this even going anymore? Yeah. You can stay with it. Stay with us at the new rate or find someone else. It is what it is. We're now charging more on par with what other island cleaners are charging. And I mean, we have 2 vehicles that run in this business. $10 a day in gas. That's $600 a month in gas for 2 vehicles for a business. We get all the supplies ourselves. We're not relying. I'm not riding the bus anymore. I'm not putting cleaning supplies in my backpack and riding a bike in the fucking rain anymore. I mean, it's good for me, but it's also good for the business too, right? Like, it's a little more profesh now. We out here. No, buddy, you can't have that. That's not for Doge. So it's like, next level shit requires, next level bills require next level fees. And, okay, buddy, what are you attacking my foot now? Oh, okay. Well, this is what it is. I guess my foot is attackable. No biting. No biting. No biting. He just had, he was in my van. He's got a little crate that goes in the van. And he's been in that, cooped up for like a couple hours now. So he's just like rambunctious and he just ate. Drop it. Boy, I will bring the hammer down. Okay, and so the business is doing good. We got everybody on the right payment now. A bunch of people left. That's okay. Made room for a bunch of people we had people waiting. Okay, that's enough. No. Oh, your bed's in the car. Come here, up on the couch. Come, get up. Sit. Now stay. You're not going to chew my socks on my feet while they're still on my feet. Yeah, so we have like a real business now, man. Like, it's so cool. And you gotta do it, man. You want to play the game, you gotta charge what everybody else is charging. And that's what it is, you know? That's how this game works. It's kind of like when I first started out as a graphic designer, you know, your first instinct is to like undercut everyone. You want to undercut everyone. You're like, oh, I just want the money, man. I'll do it for nothing. I just want the experience. Back to that catch-22 experience thing. Okay, Finn, no. I said no. Look at this guy. No. You can turn your back on him. You can turn your back on a Doge. I read that. It's supposed to help. I don't know about this guy though. Anyways, yeah. Business is good. I keep losing my train of thought because there's Doge down there chewing on my feet. And I don't know, man. It's all coming around. It's all coming around full circle. So I don't know if I want to talk about this yet. But yes, I do want to talk about it because it's a plan. It might be the plan to, you know, kind of still be like a kind of pirate. You know, doing it differently. Still kind of cheaping out in a way. Kind of like, you know, getting around the system. A little bit of a loophole. So I found a place downtown. There's a spa. And they're right on the waterfront. So they have their own marina. And they rent out their marina spots. There's a formula based on how much money they charge you based on how long your boat is. And I mean, a boat, you know, a 30-foot boat is $600 a month. There's no such thing as a $600 a month rent anywhere in this city. You know, I've already been through this. If you want to share a room with a guy where both y'all beds are in the same room next to each other, it's going to be $500 each to share that room with that guy. And then you still got to share the kitchen and everything else with everybody else. And there's no privacy or nothing. And I even messaged the guy. I knew I wasn't going to do it, but I was like, are you leaving the beds pushed together like that? Or are you going to pull them apart? And he never wrote me back. Because he didn't like that. Yeah, so 600, and you can put a whole house in there. I mean, I'm looking at not a boat, I'm looking at a houseboat. I'm not looking at, I don't even know. The prices of them are just so all over the place. Like they range 1,500 to 15,000 to 100,000. Looks like a floating mansion out on the water. But man, you can totally easily get like a floating dock, you know, for a few thou, and then you can just start framing that up with 2x4s and building it. You just frame it in, put the top flat roof on, then you frame up the top, cut a little hole for the stairs, put the, you know, and you don't even got it, because it's out here in Victoria and it's so nice, you don't even got to do insulation and shit like you do back on the East Coast where I'm from. Like houses don't, back home, you got to have a 6-foot basement. You gotta. There's frost heaves, and then there's a lot that goes into that basement. There's like levels of crushed gravel underneath before the cement goes in, because the earth moves and shit. You can get frost heaves, like a 5-foot frost heave in the ground. Like you'll be driving on the highway, and you can just all of a sudden, like the whole highway just all of a sudden, whoa, look at this bump goes up now. That was never there before. Like that's a common occurrence. But out here, they don't have that. You only need, like legally or whatever, by the books, you only need a 3-foot basement here. So a lot of places don't even have basements. And a lot of these houses, like this house I'm in, doesn't even have insulation in the walls. That's how warm it is out here. So you can totally live all year long on a houseboat down in the marina. Now, this one I'm talking about also has a bathroom. It has a gym and a spa and like a sauna and hot tubs and shit. And like they got all this shit. And they got the electricity hookups that run out to your boat. And they got free internet. So like it's the whole package, man, for $600 a month. That's if you sign on for the whole year, for the year lease. You got to do it. And you might even have to pay it up front. I don't know, but probably not. And that's totally what I'm looking at doing out here. If I'm going to stay out here, if business is going to keep rocking and rolling like it is. I mean, my plan was to go back east and go back home, back into the struggle, back into like having to be perfectly fluent at French to get hired anywhere. It's just the fact that I would have to go get hired again after being self-employed for, oh my God, my last job was in 2015 is the last job I ever had, like a real job. Man, I don't know. I can't go back to that life. I just can't. Like you get in this and it's like, you're in it for life, man. This is it. So you got to keep your body fit. You got to be able to do the job. You got to not do dumb shit. Like, I don't know. I almost jumped on a skateboard the other day. And then before I did it, I was like, wait a minute. You don't need to roll your ankle, dude, and be out of work for like 3 or 4 weeks or even 3 or 4 months. You can't afford that shit. There's no health benefits. There's no sick leave. There's nothing like that when you're self-employed, man. It's just like you go out, you work, you get money that same day. Tomorrow you go out, you get work, you get money. You get a little left over after you buy some groceries and pay some gas. You put it in the bank and save it for the end of the month. And that's how we do out here. So that's what I've been thinking. That's where my mind's going. And then I could totally, even if I bought like a cheap $1,500 like shitty old houseboat, I could definitely fix it up myself. I'm really good and handy with tools and building and construction and all that shit. So, we got into the monkey. The monkey's been compromised. Oh, okay, that's enough of that. Thank you. You'll have to get a new toy, buddy, and I'll have to sew that up for you. What else you got over here? What else you got? Look, you're trying to eat all that fuzz. Ugh. Let's see what we got in the bowl. Oh, how about... Ooh, this ostrich. Who wants an ostrich? Does that sound like an ostrich noise? Oh, he sure thinks it is. Sit. So simple. The mind of a Doge is just so easy to like, what do you want? You want me to throw something? Oh, that's all, okay. I gotta pick up all this shit on the floor. Man, I'm glad I got that before that got too cray. That could have been an explosion. Fuzz all through the whole house. Could have been all up on the couch and shit. Woo! Man, this is a long ass podcast or whatever's going on here. Every couple day update. I think we're coming to the end though. These people have a hot tub. Ooh, wee. I'm about to go get in that hot tub. Ooh, yeah. After a hard day's work, go soak the old bones. And I was reading online about hot tubs because I still had a little bit of a cold going on. I was like, I don't know if heat is the best thing to jump into. Actually, it is. And here's why. Getting into the hot tricks your body into thinking that you have a high fever. And when you have a high fever, your body goes, wow, this guy's really, really sick. You better fix this. And it starts like boosting your immune system. It starts sending out extra immunity all through your body, helping you heal faster, helping you feel better. And I definitely want to heal faster. And I definitely want to feel better. So I'm going to go get in that hot tizzle, right nizzle. Woo! And I'll see y'all on the flizzle side. That's it. Peace, love, and light. Namaste. All that other good noise. I need a new ending. Guys. What am I going to say? J. Cole Yoga's dead. No more J. Cole Yoga. I got to stop saying that shit. Hit me up with some new catchphrases. Something I should say instead at the end. Okay. What do you say, Finn? What do you say, buddy? Want to say goodbye to the people? Want to say goodbye to the people? Okay. Finn, sit. good puppy. Such a good puppy. Stay. Stay. Whose ostrich is this? Did I say jump? No. Come here. Sit. Come here. Down. Sit. Stay. Woo! Oh yeah. Simple.